I hear way too often people say they don't have extra money to invest or they don't have extra money to save. In this video, I'm going to be going over a few tips to help people save money for investments and just to save money in general. Let's get into it. Welcome to Piece of the Pie with Ty. I'm Ty, and I appreciate you guys checking out my channel. If you like any of the content, please hit that like button and subscribe to the page and come back and see me. My channel is all about making sure people are aware of the different avenues to get a piece of the pie. Today, we're going to be talking about saving money. Saving money is a big part of finances and investing. If you can't save money, of course, it's going to be hard for you to invest money. So I'm going to give you guys some tips that I use myself to help you guys out, because it's important to be able to save money and have extra, even if it's not for investing, to have it just in case you have a rainy day. In case your car breaks down tomorrow, do you have enough money to have it fixed? If the bill to get it fixed is a few hundred, do you have that? If you had to stay out of work for a month without pay, do you have an emergency fund to take care of that? Because anything can happen. So saving money is definitely important. And of course, if you're able to save money, you're able to invest. Those two words, they go hand in hand. Investing and saving. My first tip, know how much you're spending. You're going to have to know your income and expenses. It's best to calculate this on a monthly basis because bills are usually paid monthly. Find out your monthly pay and your monthly expenses. Hopefully your income minus your expenses is positive. If not, you definitely need to pay attention to the next part. Okay, now after you have your income and expenses, take your expenses and separate it into two different categories: necessities and non-essentials. In your necessity category, you have bills, food, transportation, medical expenses, and clothes. Everything that you need. Over here in your non-essentials, you have clothes again, entertainment, which could be dates, subscription, social events, and you have convenience, which includes eating out and stopping at convenience stores, snack machines, things like that. And you have your hobbies and habits. Your habits could be playing video games, hunting, sports, because some sports are expensive, smoking, drinking, YouTube, whatever your hobbies are. Your necessities should outweigh your non-essentials. Now that you have broken that down, let's take a look at your non-essentials. Look through your non-essentials and see what you can cut back on. This might be an eye-opening exercise. I always find something in my non-essentials that I didn't realize that I was paying for. Prime example, like I just canceled a PlayStation Plus membership because they were charging me every 3 months and I didn't even recognize it until I did this exercise. And I realized I didn't need it. I haven't touched a video game in like almost a year. So that was something that I didn't need, but I was still paying for. This exercise definitely might open your eyes to the things that you are paying for that you don't need, or things that you are paying a subscription for that you're not using, and it might be best to just pay for it when you do start using that subscription again. And other things that you might realize when you look at your expenses is you're spending a whole lot on convenience, stopping at 7-Eleven every morning or eating out a whole lot. This exercise is just to show you how you're spending your money. Okay, now after you've looked through your non-essentials and you realize that you can cut back on this or that, set a budget for yourself. Now you know what has to be paid and what you're spending on your leisure. Give yourself an allowance. The allowance could be weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. But give yourself an allowance, whatever works for you and how you get paid, and stick to it. An example of this is, if your non-essentials were $400 last month, give yourself an allowance of $300 this month. That's going from spending $100 a week on your non-essentials to $75 a week on your non-essentials. That's light work starting off. And steadily reduce your non-essential spending until you are saving or investing your desired amount. And one other thing that I recommend people take advantage of is setting up an automatic deposit to your savings or investing account. Now that you see your income and expenses, you know how much money you can actually save or invest. It's best to set these automatic deposits on the day that you get paid, so you don't even see it. Set it up for, if you get paid on Friday, it automatically takes money from your primary checking account and goes right into your savings account or an investing account. That way you don't miss the money. Ever since I was 15, 16, I've always had an automatic deposit going into my savings account on my paydays. Yeah, it might have been $25 back then, go straight into my savings, but it was something. So those type of habits are definitely great to have, and they'll prepare you to saving for an emergency fund or saving for your investment account. It's definitely beneficial to have both. Alright guys, so those are my tips on saving. I'm big on saving and investing money myself, as you guys know, but I'm able to do so because, again, I'm a minimalist. I don't buy too much. I'm not the type of person that goes out and spends on things that I don't need, and if I do, I got a budget that I set for myself that I'm only going to spend $50 a week. After that $50 is over, done. And I stick to it. I stick to it faithfully. I'm the guy that wears the same shoes for 3 years, and I'm okay with it. You know, that's why I say I'm a minimalist, but of course you don't have to go to that extreme. You guys can take baby steps. I just wanted to give everyone some tips so that you too can get a piece of the pie. If you like anything in this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the page, and also in the description I have a few books that help me with my investing strategies and help me stay motivated for building for my future. Check that out and come back and see me. I got plenty more to talk about. Thanks.